Hello again everyone, welcome back to the training room. This is the third video in our Lionel Base 3 how-to series. This is the video where I'm going to show you guys basically what is going on in the Cat 3 app when I'm running my trains. So what I'm going to do is screen record what I'm doing on my phone in the Cat 3 app and then put that on the side of the screen in the actual video over the footage of the trains actually running, so you can see exactly what buttons I'm pressing and what happens when I what the engine do when I press those buttons. There won't be like a pointer moving on the screen. I don't know how to do that on a phone. But the buttons do turn like a dark gray or an orange when you press them. So you'll kind of be able to tell which buttons I'm pressing. If you miss something, just rewind and you'll be able to see it. I actually have already filmed part of the running part of this video, and I ran into a little bit of issue with track power in some spots. So there you might hear the sound drop out for a second somewhere. That's just the track wire. That's got nothing to do with a button I pressed or something. And I have to cut this video in half to figure that out. But basically what I'm going to do is this is going to be running the Big Boy and the Polar Express. I'm going to start, I have since wired up the yard since the last video. I just kind of connected one wire so I can get power into there. I'm going to connect the Big Boy to some cars, pull it forward onto a long siding, and then back it onto the main line. I have to pull it forward and then back it up because I still need one more switch to connect the main line to my yard lead. I have two connections to the yard lead, and I need one more right-hand switch to get it so I can just run the train straight into and out of the yard. But either way, that's what's going on. With the switches, due to change some switches, I've actually, because the switch is now wired up, I've put them into the Cat 3 app, which is something I will show how to do probably in the Base 3 number 4 video, how to put the switches in there. So you'll see me changing the switches too. I'll try and go through a lot of the buttons. I'll show you changing the whistles on the Big Boy right off the start. I'll try and go through most of the buttons. It won't be everything. In the last video, number 2, I went through basically every single button for both steam and diesel. So if there's something I don't do, or if you see a button that I just don't press, check it out in that video. That will likely show you what exactly that button does. When I start up the Polar Express, you'll see that I hold down the aux 1 button. That activates the sequence mode basically. So it just kind of plays sounds during a whole trip or something. So when you press the roll button, which is that little 1 with the arrow above and below it, it will if you press that, it will play the bell. We'll do crew talk. Polar Express does not have crew talk because it just has the movie dialogue, but it'll play the bell, blow the whistle. When you move it, it would kind of blow the whistle and play dialogue on its own. But I'll be doing that in the Polar Express. You'll see exactly how that happens. I won't go into all the settings and all that stuff. You'll see that in, again, video 2. So if you want to go into more specifics, definitely watch the second video if you haven't seen that already. If you just want to see trains running and seeing what buttons I'm pressing, then this is a perfect video for you, and we're going to go get right into that. This is Feature Wiley putting this into the video real quick. You're going to see the Polar Express kind of just disappear towards the end of the video when I shut down, just before I shut down the Big Boy. That is because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm having a bit of wiring issues, and for some reason, this bridge is actually right here, this one, keeps the power keeps dropping, and the Polar Express either takes off or just really stops moving on the bridge. So that one's just gonna kind of disappear halfway through the video. The Big Boy will continue to stop, the shutdown sequence, all that stuff. It's the same thing, same process for the Polar Express anyways. There's not really much of a difference. I just kind of wanted to show switching back and forth between the engines, but I think you will see what I have already recorded. But yeah, so just a warning, the Polar Express doesn't just vanish into thin air. I had to stop because of wiring issues. But, yeah, enjoy the video.
Train on brake lane, UP 4019. We're showing 90 pounds on the rear of the train. Take out 20 for initial terminal brake test.
That's a Roger. 20 pound reduction given. Check installation. Out.
Roger, showing 20 pounds. Welcome to the train. Brakeman out.
get permission to occupy the main. Please hold at your location. Out. Dispatch advantage at 4019. You can take the green. Over. Thank you much. All clear, moving to the outbound. 4019, out. Yes, sir. Lead is all clear. Out.
Just saying I got to that little orange dial by double tapping on the speed numbers.
Copy 4019, please hold for new orders. Cheyenne out.
UP 4019 to the dispatcher. Go to the register room to sign out. Out.
Thank you so much to everyone who kept watching all the way to the end of the video. This was a little bit of a long, drawn-out video that it wasn't really that entertaining, but I hope for those of you who watched the whole thing it was helpful, showed you what a lot of those buttons did in the context of an actual run session. I did just want to point out, you might hear random noises like running water, or right now you hear some air vent in the background. I am in basically what was a storage room. It's an unfinished part of our basement. So really in all my videos you might hear a random fan going, some random running water going, just because that's where I am. So just try to ignore that. Eventually I'll try and get some sort of maybe sound deadening around all that, or around the train table or something. But either way, thank you all for watching all the way to the end. If you have any comments or questions or pieces of advice, please put those in the comments below. I'll take any advice I can get. If you had a question regarding what one of the buttons does, I highly recommend you go watch the second video in this series, which basically is me talking through all the buttons rather than actually just me using them. And then I do have to get that wiring fixed that made the Pole Express stop, but we'll figure that out. And I am gonna try. This might not happen for a little bit while, but when the summer comes, I'm almost done with school. Right now, my school is getting it's ramping up a bit right now because AP tests start on Monday and go for 2 weeks, so that's fun. So I probably won't get another video out for a little while. If I have time and have a break, I might. But over the summer, I'm gonna try and do the best I can with putting out a video. Hopefully once a week. I don't know what day a week. It'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. Most of my videos I have made so far have been recorded in basically one day. Most of the time just one evening, and they're kind of just quickly put together. I use iMovie. I throw it all together. So they aren't exactly the most professional videos. But so hopefully I can start in the summer when I have a lot more time, less school. I can try and work on videos throughout the whole week. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll be able to get more than one video done in a week. We'll just have to wait and see. But so that way the videos are, you know, a bit more professional. I do plan on doing a quick video about this coming up, just kind of basically like a state of Trainman YouTube channel, I guess, video probably before the summer comes. Kind of talking about maybe some changes that might happen. But that's in the future. So thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, any questions, comments, advice, please put it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time.